Most people believe fear and anxiety are sudden waves of emotions that hits them whenever life goes wrong or when they are anticipating a crisis. They think they are stuck because of their circumstances and they blame their job, their lack of money, and other people keeping them trapped in this fear. But the truth is, you are not trapped by the world or even others. What you're trapped by is something far more subtle, far more powerful, and that is your own mind's creation. What most people don't realize is that what we call fear is mostly a psychological process. The mind creates a mental narrative and paints vivid pictures of the past and the future, and the body often responds to those imagined futures as though it is happening right here and now, and you begin reacting to a movie that hasn't even happened. It's exactly like putting on a virtual reality headset that plays a terrifying horror movie and completely forgetting that you can just take it off. But physically, you are standing safely in a quiet room, but you are sweating, screaming, and running from a monster that only exists on a screen that's 2 inches from your eyes. But the real truth is that the real you cannot even be afraid or suffer in life. And that's what I'd like for you to experience by the end of this video. And this invisible process that's happening internally is keeping people trapped in the fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of rejection, the fear of losing control, and even the fear of success. And here is what most people never even investigate. What we call fear isn't one solid thing. It's usually a vivid imaginary thought combined with some voice that's telling you this is not right, this is wrong. And it's also combined with some very real sensations in the body, such as your heart racing, you salivating, or your body sweating. The sensation is real, the racing heart is real, the tightness in your chest is also real. But the illusion is believing those sensations prove that there is a certain person who is in danger. But just in a few minutes, I'm going to walk you through a simple, direct exercise where we are going to look behind this entire process. And when you'll experience it firsthand, you'll discover that what seems to be overwhelming begins to lose its grip. The thing you are so terrified of doesn't actually have a physical reality. And when you see this, it completely dissolves. And most people spend our entire lives treating fear like an intruder that crashes into our experience from the outside. So naturally, we spend a lot of energy trying to fight it. We try positive thinking, affirmations, distractions, avoidance. We may have even tried some healing modalities such as meditations, breathwork, sound healing, and all the different things you can find on these spiritual paths. But what if we've misunderstood the whole thing? See, if we look at this from the lens of non-duality, which simply means looking at the reality before the mind tells us what it is, the fear begins to seem very different. And even right now, just pause for a moment and try to think of something that brings up fear within you. Now, when you look at this, without the label fear, without the story, what actually remains? See, there's only 2 different kinds of ingredients here. First, there's a concept appearing in the mind. It's a thought, a memory, an image, a prediction. And second, there's sensations appearing in the body. Perhaps it's like tightness in your chest, butterflies in your stomach, pressure in the throat. It may feel hot or cold. And it has certain characteristics when you think about this sensation itself. But there's something interesting going on here. The mind bundles these 2 appearances together and it quietly concludes saying, I am afraid. Something is wrong here. I am threatened. And this is how the psychological identity is continuously reinforced. And this imagined me is protecting its future, its reputation, possessions, relationships, and trying to survive in this world. Also, just notice, all thoughts come and they disappear. The thought that you had earlier during the day is not there anymore. It's just something that appears and then disappears. In the same way, The bodily sensations that you feel, it constantly changes. When you woke up in this morning, you are probably feeling a little bit differently. When you were interacting with a family member or doing something on your phone, the sensation was different. And now when you're watching this video and when you're thinking about the fear, that sensation feels different again. So see, that also changes. So neither of them remain forever. And if they continuously come and go, how could they define who and what you are? So now let's start with the self-inquiry, which is nothing more than a direct investigation into your true inner nature, just like we did right now, but we're gonna go even deeper. But before we do, if you're interested in learning about self-inquiry and your true inner nature, I have created a completely free 5 days video course called The Path to Direct Realization. It guides you through simple experiential inquiries like the one that we're about to do here in a second, and it'll help you discover awareness for yourself. And you can find the link for the course in the description box below. So now, let's investigate together. Just relax and take deep breaths in. To loosen fear's grip over your life, you don't need to change your circumstances. You don't even need to stop your thoughts. All you simply need to change is where you're looking from. And if it's safe for you to do so, gently close your eyes. Again, bring to mind something that currently makes you feel anxious. Let the situation arise naturally, and you can even imagine being there. Now first, notice the thoughts. What are the thoughts saying? Is it saying something about what's wrong in that situation? Or saying something about what's wrong with you? Just notice the words. Also notice any mental images that may be coming together. You may be imagining somebody else being there. You may also be imagining a situation that feels scary to you. Simply observe them. And just quietly notice, this is just your mind repeating some stories and creating some mental narratives. But realize that whatever the thoughts are saying, whatever images you are being shown, nothing is actually happening right here and now. We're just dealing with what's here right now in front of us. So what you're seeing here is not actually real. It's just imaginations, like you looking through in your VR headset. Now gently allow your attention to leave the story and bring it into your body. And just remove the label fear. Just let go of any mental concepts or stories that's coming along with the emotion and stay present with the raw sensation that's happening within. Where do you feel this fear in your body? Is it in your chest or stomach or your jaw or your throat? Could be in multiple parts of your body at once. And in this raw sensation, what do you feel? Is there a pressure or a movement, a warmth or tightness? Just notice that. The mind creating concept and images, and the body producing sensations. That's all fear is. Now notice something even deeper. See that you're noticing both the emotions and the thoughts. You are aware of them both. When the thought appears, you know it. When the sensation appears, you know it. And so here's the question. What is aware of the thought? Look carefully in your own direct experience, not intellectually. And if you can observe the thought, can you actually be the thought? No. The thought is appearing to you. And in the same way, you have just observed your sensations as well. You can see it arising in different part of your body. You can even sense the sensation itself by seeing how it may feel warm or cold, tight or loose, heavy or light. And if you can see this, can you actually be the sensation? No. The sensation is also appearing to you. When the attention becomes completely absorbed in the story feels absolutely real. When your attention goes with the thoughts or the sensations, they feel real too. But gently allow attention to relax back into the awareness that is noticing both the thoughts and the sensations. And what you are is this awareness itself. Now ask yourself one final question. The one who's seeing these thoughts and sensations, is it really afraid? Look carefully. So imagine a giant movie screen. A terrifying horror film is projected onto it. And there's a fire happening. There are monsters. And it's absolutely chaos. And yet, when the movie ends, what happened to the screen? Did it burn? Did it bleed? Was it damaged by anything that appeared upon it? No. The screen remained exactly as it always was. And our experience is much the same. Thoughts appear, sensations appear, fear appears, peace appears, sadness appears. But the awareness itself remains untouched by every appearance. And most of the suffering actually comes from mistaking ourselves for the character inside the movie. We believe every thought that says, I'm trapped, I'm broken, I need to get rid of this fear before I can finally be free. But perhaps the freedom was never about eliminating fear. It is actually about recognizing that what you truly are has never been confined by it. So the fear may still arise as a natural movement of the body, but it no longer has to define who you are. And now you can also gently open your eyes. So I'd love to hear how was this experience for you. Don't forget to leave that in the comment section down below. Also, if you'd like to take this journey further and learn more about self-realization, you can find our free course, which you can find in the description box below. And with that, I want to wish you all the very best. Goodbye and namaste.